An exhaust brake is a means of slowing a diesel engine by closing off the exhaust path from the engine, causing the exhaust gases to be compressed in the exhaust manifold, and in the cylinder. Since the exhaust is being compressed, and there is no fuel being applied, the engine works backwards, slowing down the vehicle. The amount of negative torque generated is usually directly proportional to the back pressure of the engine. An exhaust brake is a device that essentially creates a major restriction in the exhaust system, and creates substantial exhaust back pressure to retard engine speed and offer some supplemental braking. In most cases, an exhaust brake is so effective that it can slow a heavily loaded vehicle on a downgrade without ever applying the vehicle's service brakes. Exhaust brakes are manufactured by many companies. The brakes vary in design, but essentially operate as described above. More advanced exhaust brakes have exhaust pressure modulation (EPM) that controls the back pressure, which in turn improves the braking performance across a range of engine speeds. An exhaust brake is a valve which essentially creates a back pressure in the exhaust system, which applies enough force onto the engine's pistons to slow the engine. In most cases, an exhaust brake is so effective that it can slow a heavily loaded vehicle on a downgrade without ever applying the vehicle's service brakes. Under these conditions, the exhaust flow from the cylinders is bottlenecked and rapidly builds pressure in the exhaust system upstream from the exhaust brake. Depending on engine speed, this pressure can easily reach up to 60 pounds per square inch maximum working pressure. Maximum working pressure is limited as part of the design of an exhaust brake. In this example, that same 60 pounds per square inch also remains in the cylinder for the entire exhaust stroke. Exhaust valve open and exerts 60 pounds per square inch on the piston top to resist its upward movement. The produces a negative torque, slowing the engine for a braking effect. Thus, simply restricting the exhaust flow can generate substantial braking. Some innovations increase the exhaust back pressure by various means, leading to more torque at the flywheel, and therefore more braking power. Braking effectiveness is measured in units of power and is about 60 to 80% of the engine's maximum power output. More performance can be achieved by downshifting the vehicle, increasing the leverage, or gear ratio of the engine over the wheels. Compression brakes, a form of engine brakes, produce greater noise pollution than exhaust brakes. For this reason, some vehicle original equipment manufacturers prefer to use exhaust brakes despite their lower braking power. Combining compression braking with exhaust braking can increase effectiveness without being as loud as compression brakes. Numerous cities, municipalities, states, and provinces ban the use of unmuffled compression brakes. Most exhaust brakes in the commercial market are protected by patents by companies such as GT Emission Systems,